one little greenhouse here that I pretty much get to do whatever I want in after flower season. So what I do is I start these plants probably like January, very like late January, early February, the latest kind of thing. This one here is, they're all labeled, of course. This is the Dorset Naga. Nice plant. Of course, it broke off. It was just huge, and it broke off. I don't know. I think I was moving it. Something stupid happened. But of course, now here's the peppers coming off of this guy, just to give you an idea. Here's a ripe one. I'm really hoping this is a Dorset Naga. I bought the seeds thinking it was a Dorset Naga, so if it is, it is. If it isn't, I guess it isn't. Now here, this one, seeds were given to me as 7-pot, whichever way you say it. Here's what we have growing. Here's a ripe guy. Now it's bright orange. I was expecting red. Oh look, there you go, little buddy, fly away. Okay, and here again we have this is a Naga. I don't know if these are, now that's red. Now over here we have, I believe is, here I'll just pull the, yeah, this one's Dorset Naga. And here are the peppers that I'm getting off of this guy. Now they're quite large, very hot, of course. Like, they're not. It's not like you eat them and they're like, oh look, they're ornamentals or nothing. They're stupid hot. But again, I've posted pictures wondering what the hell I have here. And we'll go back over to this one. And of course, this is something I don't know why it's happening. I guess maybe that needs to be staked up or something. But isn't that just beautiful, right? I got a nice big pepper and it's busted off, you know, and whatever. These guys are red as well. And this is a Naga, just labeled straight Naga, March. Hope it is what it is. Now this one is a chili hybrid, Super Pusa, I believe it was when I got the seeds. I'm not quite sure what to make of these guys, other than they're it's not hot like a super hot, but good and hot. Like one of those cut in half in a sandwich or a bowl of soup is really good. But now I've kind of got into the super hot, so I don't do as much with those. I give a lot of those away. I just picked that one a few days ago. I like to put one on every pizza that I sell at my 2-for-1 pizza place. Here's this plant again, heavily pruned. I gave it to a friend to grow. He fertilized the crap out of it, and all the peppers were coming back like this big. You know, he had nothing growing, so I cut it right back, and I noticed that it's starting to flower and do really well. Now here's my Teepin pepper. I'll step back here. It's a very big plant, but I don't know what's going on with it. I've only gotten one to grow, and this is it, obviously, but the peppers are small. It continues to flower. It doesn't look that good. I give it a little bit of Epsom salt or a little bit of like tomato fertilizer and stuff, but not too much. And it just doesn't, I don't know what's going on. Now here's just some straight pepper abuse. I haven't been watering that guy, but again, they're peppers. They're like long red cayenne, etc. Stuff I'm not even, I don't know why I even grew them. There's this plant. Now here's Medusa. This is kind of cute. This, I don't know what this is. You can see that there. But it never made it past the 4-inch because it never had a label, so I just kind of let it grow, and it's doing all right. This is kind of these, you know, like here's another Naga. I use that size container just for a couple of months, and then everything goes into the bigger containers. Some plants I don't have room for, or I give away. In this case, I never gave those away. They just kind of hung out, and they grew well. I believe it was this guy here, and this is the Dorset Naga. It produced very well. So did this one. You know, very small plants, but you know, like I think I pulled 25 peppers off of this the other day, and some of the best peppers ever come out of a small pot. Here's Tequila Sun. Again, I don't know. I find seeds and I think, yeah, I'm gonna grow that, you know, and there you go. And here as well, what do we got? Cheyenne. Doesn't seem to be any heat, but then again, sometimes I like to cook with stuff that doesn't have a lot of heat, you know, and whatever works. But now this one was disappointing because this is obviously a black pearl pepper. I bought seeds thinking, well, I was told it was the Costa Rica red, I believe was a habanero. I didn't want to grow a lot of habaneros this year. I grew a couple chocolate habaneros last year. Very nice heat. I'm going to do more habaneros next year. I want to grow a lot more peppers next year. Not that I didn't grow a lot this year, but I seem to have gotten kind of a mixed bag of seeds. I'm not quite sure exactly what I got. Here's just another little shot of the greenhouse here. And here, of course, you know, when you break a stem off, you just kind of leave it there. If anybody wants to address whether or not, like, I assume that this pepper will not be as hot as the one that is ripened on the plant. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I know these are a nice size. Angers me to see a busted off stem. I guess maybe I could next year do something, cage them or something. I don't know. That's another thing you guys can maybe address. It seems like last year I thought wind was killing my peppers. This year there's no wind inside my greenhouse other than the exhaust fan, which is not even wind, it is just exhausting heat. Here's a Super Pusa again. So there you go. I just figured I'd do a little video for you guys. I know that we like to talk, but we like to see videos more. And here's my little grow up of the year, but not much to speak of, I guess. I have more of these plants are all over the yard, and they're not doing nowhere near what these are. I don't know why, but they just maybe they don't get enough fertilizer or any I don't know. I don't fertilize these guys much, but they just seem to be doing really, really well. And a few leaves that got to come off. But yeah, this is the first seven pot that is ripe. So I'm going to give that one a day or two and pick it and eat it. So I'm going to go upload this for you guys. Shiny quad.